Hey guys, Rob back again with another video. How you guys doing today? We got our first look at Leslie Grace as Batgirl. We do know there's a lot of rumor right now that Batgirl and Supergirl are gonna end up taking over Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill's role and leading the DCEU into the future, into the promised land. And that's a joke. You can take it if you want it, but Leslie Grace shares her first picture as Batgirl. We're gonna go ahead and share that for you. I'm over here at superherohype.com, and first picture, I'm actually happy with this thing. I'm happy with this picture. I like this picture. A lot of people aren't gonna like this picture. I like this picture. I'm gonna explain why I like this picture, because this, if you go over on her Instagram here, you get a better look at it. I like this picture because it is basically based off the more modern day Batgirl comics, right? Like that's the Batgirl comics that I read, you know? Like I love that look at Batgirl. I really do. It's so different, so unique. I like the colors. I just like the way that they made this costume for Batgirl, and I like this run of the Batgirl comics. It was really, really good, and the fact that they're going with that type of feeling for this, yeah, I wish they would have gave her the yellow gloves and maybe make the belt a little more yellow. But this is only one picture. I do wish the gloves were yellow though. I do wish that. But yeah, I really like what they're doing with it so far. I do think that Leslie Grace is a very, very attractive young lady, and I'm really looking forward to see what she brings to the role of Batgirl for sure. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and just jump to conclusions on they're gonna ruin the DCEU because they're gonna have two females in charge of the Justice League, blah 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 blah. I'm gonna wait to hold off. First, give me the movie and let me judge for myself. Let me watch The Flash. Let me see how the new Supergirl is. Then let me watch the Batgirl movie and let me see how that is. And then allow me to judge it from there. First, let me see how she is in the role. Like I said, she's a very, very, very attractive young lady. Like, you just Google her name and you can see tons of pics. She's very, very attractive. And yeah, let's just see how she fits in that role. And before we jump to any conclusions, right now I'm just judging on the costume itself. The costume itself looks really good. I like it. You know, I like it. It's comic accurate. You know, I believe this is going to HBO Max. This is HBO, like, going to go directly to HBO Max. This isn't going to be in theaters. However, it is attached to the DCEU from everything I understand. So, yeah, I mean, not a whole lot to go by right now. Just look, hey, here's a costume, and that's all we can really say. There's no trailer, no teaser, no costume and movement or anything like that. It's just a picture of a costume, and this is better than a lot of them, because some of them you see pictures of costumes, you're like, oh, that looks awful. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna wait till I see a trailer before I say anything, because that costume looks awful. Because sometimes costumes look better when it's in the trailer. Like, you go back and look at Doctor Strange's costume in the first Doctor Strange movie, it looked ridiculous when you saw photos of it. But when you saw it in action, you're like, okay, this thing looks legit. You know, there's been a lot of costumes like that. The first ever Andrew Garfield Spider-Man costume, I'm like, this looks ridiculous. And then when I see the movie, I'm like, oh no, I like this. I like this. So a lot of the different costumes look very, very weird at first, but this one I like a lot because it feels like Batgirl. It does. It really feels like Batgirl, and I am a fan of Batgirl and that iteration of her. I love that costume. Yeah, they could have went something a little more, traditional, make it look more like Batman, the traditional, because there's been so many different costumes for Batgirl. Like, there's one where she has, like, she looks almost identical to Batman. She has a yellow bat. The suit looks identical to Batman. Yeah, they could have went that route. They could have, and who knows, that could be an evolution of the suit. They might start off with this suit. She's young. She's out there. She's doing, Barbara Gordon's doing all this stuff. And by the end, she takes up the mantle of this darker looking Batgirl. Because if the rumors are right and Michael Keaton is a part of the Batgirl movie and he is watching over her and stuff, maybe by the end she gets a costume that's more like his, more like the Dark Knight, more like Michael Keaton's, where it is like all black. It's got the yellow bat and it's more badass looking. That's all very, very possible. So I'm curious. It sparked my interest. I'm curious. I want to see how it goes. This is one of the few DCEU movies or DC movies in general that I'm looking forward to. Right? It's like Aquaman 2 is number 1 on my list. Batgirl is or number 2, like right around there, and that's like everything else. Like I want to see the Flash, but I want to see the Flash for different reasons. I want to see the Flash because I want to see like Ben Affleck. I want to see the new Supergirl. I want to see that movie for everything but the Flash. Like the Flash is the last thing I want to see in the Flash movie. But I'm curious to see how it resets everything. And as for like Shazam 2, I really don't care. Black Adam's kind of high up on the list. I would put Black Adam like number 3 or 4. But yeah, this is something I'm very much looking forward to because I am a fan of Batgirl and I want to see the evolution of this character and how they're going to handle this property. So anyway, guys, that's all I got. That I actually kind of went on quite a bit for just a picture, but that's just my thoughts on it, wanted to talk about it. I want to know what you guys think, though. Be sure to leave those comments in the comment box below. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. And until next time, as always, I am Robert Storms, and that's my opinion.